Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I wanted to do a quick bonus vlog on something that happened to me quite a few years ago, but I thought it would be really useful to share it with you. I was training for a marathon and I gained 10 pounds. And no, it was not all muscle. Everyone would say, oh, it's gotta be muscle, but it was not muscle. Anyway, I thought that was very strange at the time, and I had a few other friends who were also training with me, and we were chatting about it, and it turns out I was not alone. The same thing was happening to them, and I've done a lot of research over the years, and I've thought about it a lot, as I said, and here's my 2 cents on what happens to your body when you're training for a long distance endurance event like the marathon. First of all, your body becomes very efficient. And that means that you're burning less calories, less food when you're doing the same amount of work. So what that means is even if you're eating the same, you're gonna end up being in a calorie surplus. And that is gonna accumulate over the time that you're training, and you're gonna become more and more efficient. So you're gonna burn less and less calories doing the same work. And so efficiency isn't always good, but I suppose if you're trying to win the marathon, which I know obviously many of you would be in that position, if you're trying to win it, then efficiency is a great thing. If you're trying to change your body composition, maybe not so much. The other thing that happens is we overestimate how many calories we're burning doing that kind of training, because for many of us, especially when you're doing your first marathon, you're thinking, gosh, I've never run this far. I must be burning so many calories. And you come home and you eat more calories than you've burned off, and you don't realize it, that you know, maybe you've only burned 300 calories and you come home and you eat a granola bar and you're back to square one again. So that's the other thing that happens. It's a little mental game that we play with ourselves. The thing that happens also, and this is a physiological thing that happens when you're running a marathon, is your body starts to think that it is starving. It is going into conservation mode because of the stress of the distance. So what it does is it stimulates your appetite. So on top of you telling yourself that you've burned all these calories, you are physically hungrier. I remember I would come home absolutely starving, and when you're starving and you think you've burned a lot of calories, you're gonna overcompensate with the eating again. So there you go again, calorie surplus, calories stored as energy, and you know, a lot of that energy could be in the form of glycogen as well, but you're gonna have definitely some surplus stored as fat. Your brain, what happens to your brain when it's under that kind of stress and that distance is your brain uses carbohydrate as its primary source of fuel, and you're burning up all your carbohydrates. So I know when I was at mile 15, mile 17 of training, my brain would get very fuzzy and I wouldn't be able to think properly. So you come home under that, under those conditions, coupled with the body telling you that you're hungrier and your brain telling you that you've burned so many calories, and that compounds the whole issue, and you're probably gonna consume too many calories again. Another thing that happens is when you're running that kind of distance, unless you're doing strength training, you're not preserving your muscle, and you can actually cannibalize your muscle. You have muscle wasting, which affects the calories that you burn at rest and at work, because muscle is your only metabolically active tissue. So if you have less muscle, you're burning less calories, and you're gonna end up, once again, even if you're eating the same, you're gonna end up in a calorie surplus. So I know that there are loads of people out there who run marathons, and this doesn't happen to them because they're preserving their muscle by doing some form of strength training. So I highly recommend that you do strength training or even HIIT training in between, because HIIT training preserves muscle mass as well. So there you have it, my 2 cents. I just wanted to share my story with you guys today because I feel like there are lots of people who train for a marathon with the hopes that they're gonna change their body composition. They're gonna transform their bodies and they're gonna lower their body fat percentage, but the opposite sometimes happens. And I wanted to let you know that you're not alone, you're not unique, it happens to many people. And as long as you're aware of what's happening to your body when you're training and you do things like strength training or HIIT training to offset the muscle wasting and to burn more calories, to challenge yourself, you can avoid gaining the 10 pounds like I did. Anyway, if you enjoyed this vlog, please make sure you look at my videos on my channel. I have loads of HIIT videos. I'm really into the short, intense training. I find it's extremely effective in lowering your body fat in a very short amount of time. They are creative workouts, so they're not boring. You can do them anywhere and they don't take up a lot of your time. Some of the workouts are only 5 minutes, most are under 30 minutes. And you can find workouts for the TRX Suspension Trainer, medicine balls, kettlebells, dumbbells, gliders, the step. There's loads to choose from. Check out the playlist. And once again, if you enjoyed this little vlog, please like it, please share it. And until next time, take care of you, be healthy, be happy, and get sweaty.